how many times has John hit on you, Missy? Because I'm every time that he talks to any women, I almost have to turn it off because I know where it's going to lead.
He did. So the original story, and that was actually one of my ins, and Carl inviting me on here was my story on John. So long ago now, it's just crazy. Yeah. Even longer ago when I met John, he came with one of Ant's friends and they were playing poker. And John just was there. He wasn't even playing poker, John. He was just like,
he had no money
to schmooze and just be belligerent and drink all of Ant's tequila. And, you know, he was just doing shots of Patron and he was like talking to me. I want to say he was wearing a leather jacket that night. I can't really remember, but I just remember him.
I'm thinking about Jordan the Gang. You think that's pretty cool, Missy?
Tell me more. God, and yeah, he was just like hitting on me and just like talking to me and just trying to like swoon me with all like, you know, reading off his like whole history. And I was just like, who the fuck is the guy? And like he was like trying to like, I mean, you can always pick up the vibes of like a guy trying to like get in with a girl and get her interested in stuff. And it's like, you realize I'm like with the guy over there whose house this is? Like, like
he's that. Oh my goodness.
Like it was right out there. And I'm just like, do you have any self-awareness? Like, do you think I'm just like hanging out here to fucking hang out with other dudes who are pieces of shit like you? Like, it was just really weird. And he had no self-awareness. And I was just like, who is this guy? And I remember Ann saying once, he's like, oh yeah, he's actually at the end of that show, the movie, the Howard Stern movie.
Yep. His little cameo.
Yeah, his little cameo. I was like, oh, that's the guy? I was like, he looks nothing like that anymore.
Yeah, you wouldn't recognize him. He doesn't
look anything like he was when I met him. Like, he was just morphing into Jabba the Hutt. It's gross.
I mean, he goes to the gym every day, though. You got to give him that. Oh, also, John's lost all credibility because now that he knows Missy doesn't like him, he loves to say how ugly she is.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, John, you can't say that. Just like you don't like someone, so you say they're not funny. Like, he admitted that. We went back. I'll do a quick plug from our Patreon or YouTube members channel. We did a bonus show this past weekend. We went back and listened to.
It was great. Yeah.
We went back and listened to Stuttering John's podcast from April of 2018. And even on that show, he admitted, he goes, Artie Lang's a funny comic. I know I've said that he's not a funny comic. That's just because I was mad at him. Like,
yeah.
That's so childish. You can't just say that someone is ugly or.
Yeah, that's the most honest thing he's ever said, though.
Well, you're right. Yeah, it's very telling for sure.